January 6th, National Shortbread Day. Today we're going to be making shortbread bars, and we may dip them or drizzle them with some chocolate too. Sounds like a good idea. Never tried this recipe? Again, it's a new one. Let's give it a shot, see what happens. But first, let's see what we need. Alright, today's a simple one. Here's what we need. A stick and a half of unsalted butter at room temperature. We need a cup and 3/4 of all-purpose flour, 3/4 of a cup of powdered sugar, a half a teaspoon of salt, and a full teaspoon of vanilla. That's it. Alright, so let's get started today. We have our room temperature butter in our KitchenAid mixer with the paddle attachment. Okay, lock that in. We're going to start that kind of slow, just to get the butter mashed up a little bit. And then we're going to add our confection sugar. You want to stop that because I don't want it to go crazy and flip all over the place. We're also going to add our vanilla. Okay, start it off slow. Just till it mixes a little bit, and then we can speed it up a little bit. Okay, our butter and sugar is all mixed together. Now we're going to add our flour to the bowl. Take that off, make it a little bit easier to get that flour in there. Flour and the salt right into our mixer. Okay. Lock it down. Let's go. Start it slow. Otherwise your flour is going to fly all up in your face. Had that happen. Alright, and that's it. That's all there is to it. Take your bowl off. Whoops. Get all your dough off your paddle here. You can see it's a pretty firm dough. Now, if you wanted to roll these and cut cookie shapes out of them, shortbread cookies, you definitely can, but this is one of those ones that you'd have to wrap it, put it in the fridge for a little while to get hard, and then you'd be able to roll it out later and cut your cookie shapes. If you do that, don't preheat your oven first. You'll be waiting. Alrighty. Let's press this into our pan that we're going to use to make our bars and get it going. Alright, so what you want to do first is take your, I'm using an 8x8 baking pan. I'm just going to spray that first with a little cooking spray. Then I'm going to press my piece of parchment paper into that pan to line it. Okay, see, just like that. Just like that. The pan will help it stick, as well as make sure your cookies don't stick or your bars don't stick. Alright, now watch how easy this is. Take your dough, put it right into this pan. Okay. You get it all out of there. Put it right into the pan. And all you're going to do is press it down. Try to make it as even as possible along the bottom. Okay, so make sure you go around and make it flat and even. Same thickness all the way around. Don't have a thick side and a thin side. So once you get it all evenly pressed in, what you're going to want to do is score it to make bars. So I have 10 here. I'm doing them. Kind of tried to space it out as evenly as possible. And I made 10. And then what you're going to do is just take a fork and just make some holes in your shortbread here. Okay. Not a lot, just maybe 3 or 4 on each bar. Okay, that's ready to go. 350, 20-25 minutes. Then we're going to do some fun chocolate something with these. Alrighty, come on back. Alright, shortbread's out. Look at those. Man, those look good. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. So what you're going to do now is those lines that you made before you put them in, just cut your bars all the way through again with a knife to make sure, because if you wait till this cools down and they get firm, you're probably going to break your cookies apart when you go to cut it later. So do that now, but let it sit in the pan and let it cool down. Alrighty, see you in a little bit to decorate these. They're going to be good. Alright, so let's start. We're going to dunk our shortbreads in this nice milk chocolate. Not the whole cookie, obviously. We don't want to cover the whole thing with chocolate. But just dip one of the ends, like that. And then we're going to put it right back on our sheet and let them cool down. And then we'll probably put them in the fridge and let all the chocolate harden. Then we're going to come back and eat one of these. Be back in a few. Alright, so let's try it. That's a hell of a cookie. Give me a minute. Okay, now I'm back. I can talk. Cookie's great, with the milk chocolate is great. I'm sure once the chocolate hardens on the cookie, it'll be really good. But it's a great crumbly shortbread very buttery tasting cookie. Really, really good. Really easy to make. You saw that. I think it's like, what, 5 ingredients? I mean, come on. Anybody can do this one. Quick shout out to Laura Vitale for this recipe. Thank you for sharing it with us. And now I just shared it with more people. Hopefully more people try it. Alrighty, see you tomorrow.